So this is my short keynote lecture on what we call the 12 tables of ancient Roman law. The 12 tables are often called the first law code in history. That's not actually true. The first law code was in Babylon, and it was the Code of Hammurabi, which predates the 12 tables. We could also, if you think about it, the Ten Commandments forms a law code as well, doesn't it? The Ten Commandments is a basic law code. A way of people to live and what was expected of them. But the 12 tables that we're talking about with ancient Rome formed the Roman law code from about the middle of the 5th century BC, from basically 450 BC, so that's the middle of the 5th century. Now the 12 tables were created and written possibly on very large bronze tablets, written in Latin of course, in order for the plebeian or lower classes to read them. Okay? And so it was very important to make the law code public so that everyone could see it. Now, Roman society was very hierarchical, meaning that there were different levels to society, and everybody was expected to obey the level that they were in, to kind of stick to it, right? And not rock the boat, not cause trouble. And we've seen this before with other civilizations in Unit 1. If you remember, ancient Egypt was very hierarchical. We also saw that with the Assyrian and Persian and so forth. Okay, China as well, right? So at the bottom were slaves. Okay, don't think of the slaves of ancient Rome the way we think of slavery in the American South prior to the Civil War. A Roman slave often lived with the family and was often with the family for life. Many slaves were almost considered part of the family. Above slaves were women, okay, and then plebeians, and then finally the patricians. So prior to the 12 tables and the writing down of the law was known only to the patricians. Others were ignorant of what was legal and what was not. So you can imagine the problems that come with that. I mean, if you don't know what's legal, if you don't know what's illegal, you might be breaking the law and not even know it. The 12 tables were displayed for all to see in the center of Rome in a place called the Forum, or the Central Market. Now, when I say market, it's not like a Trader Joe's or a farmer's market. The Forum was where all business took place. So it was buying and selling, but it was also court cases. Court cases were often heard in the Forum. And whenever there was a special announcement or declaration, it was made from the Forum. Whenever Rome conquered a territory, they would take copies of the laws to extend them to their conquests. The people that they conquered the Roman law would be extended to them. Now, note that some of the laws seem very harsh. There's one law that calls for the killing of severely deformed children. But remember that in Rome, the status of family was everything. I'm not justifying these laws by any means, but I am saying that context is everything. When it comes to history, you have to remember context determines what laws get created and also what laws get changed.